quite popular these days, though, isn't it?
Depends where in the country you are, I think.
I think Adam tried it a few times in school.
Oh.
I think it also depends in what country.
Right. I'll turn that up a bit, I think. The microphone's behind it, so it shouldn't pick it up too much. So now that is. It's alright. Right. You're probably gonna have to shout, Cisco, because the microphone's on the inside of the room.
Okay, I will shout. I don't remember what my presenter's voice was.
I'm
I'll
sure
just probably
we'll
make up a new one.
There's 4 of you playing. Which one should we be doing?
I think you should go for second turn.
Yeah, that seems to be the longest.
Well, I wasn't going to say do a full game though, I was going to say do a short game.
Oh.
Short game is, I think you only hang on for about a week or something.
When I was 3 weeks or something?
Oh, shit. Come on, Cisco. Take us in.
Oh god, I gotta remember.
Adam's the racist.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I didn't assign those to any particular thing, I just did a bunch of R's. No, there's
Oh, you need more drink.
Spooky high school, the sweetest years of our lives.
Oh, sorry.
Back then, we were young and unafraid.
I thought there was a lot more of that on the screen.
Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. Who are you?
Right, so it's you 4 playing. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Just because you know that it's best to go first?
Yeah, definitely.
I want to go first then.
I call dibs. I call dibs on this.
I'm taller than him.
That's true. You go
Ouch.
first. Right, which character do you want to be then, Adam?
That green guy.
Who's on
Zombie.
Zombie.
Right. You can be Green Brian or name yourself.
Yeah, that's fine. Green Brian.
You want to be Green Brian?
Yes, fuck it.
Green or Brian.
Or name yourself.
Oh, no.
No, Green Brian.
He wants to be
I want
Green
Brian
Brian.
now.
He already said it. Why does people question his choice?
Fine.
I want to be Green Brian.
Right.
Oh, you had to go there.
Oh, Jesus. That means
He's
he's
just
gonna
being
win
green.
because green cannot lose.
He's the best at everything.
Right, I'll be the shadow guy.
You want, sorry?
I'll be the shadow guy.
And yellow, Oz, or
Panda.
Pando.
Fine. What's the point of even asking me?
because it's funny when you don't get your way.
Emma?
I'll be the blue one.
Why do you want to be the black girl?
She's trying to make up for you? I don't know.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm the only black person to the Mexican.
Come on, people.
Name.
Get the name up.
No, you can name.
No, it's alright,
No,
you go
no,
ahead.
I insist.
I'm gonna let Braz name me.
Meek's name is Linda. Well, he's Pando.
Quisha.
What? Any reason?
Well, I gotta think of some name. So that was the fittest one came to mind.
Can you spell it?
No.
Like, fuck, I could.
Let's go really, really obscure, shall we?
M.
And Ito.
Oh, you should have done M. Ah!
Oh, yeah.
We did that one, Matt. That's already been done.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, true.
What we
Shoots my
doing?
ideas
Just-
down and flames.
Just put the...
Oh, perfect bet that makes.
With he as your pronoun.
You know what that means, right, Mix?
No.
I'm gonna go after your date now.
Oh,
Yes.
What's the point of the
we have
game?
yet to experience its ultimate
You'll find out.
challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 2 weeks were left, and as we were fantasizing about our dream prom dates, we were scrambling to catch the attention of one of the 8 most charismatic classmates. Scott Howell, 21, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge penis. Miranda Vanderbilt, 19, a sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Polly Geist, 22,
Question mark.
a party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. I was very close to saying for all the penis, but... Damien LeVay, 21. A fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Liam DeLancourt, 4XX.
400 and something.
A hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid the fact that he was a truly lovable dork. Lost the accent.
You did a little bit.
A while ago.
Thanks for the encouragement.
No judgment.
Zoe, forever. An eldritch cutie who went from an endless deity of the dark realms to ultimate fangirl.
That's right, Matt. There's 2 new dates in this one.
Calculesta Hewlett-Packard version 1.0. A library computer who had become a sentient robot ready to experience life to its fullest.
And finally,
And Vera Oberlin, 23.
nobody likes her. Nobody likes her.
A mean, self-made Gorgon with a merciless sense of business.
Wonder why.
It was clear it had to be one of them. But who? We had only 2 weeks to choose our prom date. And even more daunting, we only had 2 weeks to woo them and conquer their hearts. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid.
You're closest to the microphone, so
and
that would have
very
picked up.
gassy.
I feel better though.
Okay, welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever. All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more, we're using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever, TM, will throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your characteristic stats. This way, each of you start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start. So, Breen, democracy is just broken. What would be the best way of choosing the leader of the modern society? Please remember to vote. We create a reality show called America's Next Top President, where the candidates compete in all kinds of physical and mental challenges. Voter turnout would increase and we would turn a profit on it. You put all the candidates in an empty room with a wild grizzly bear. Whoever kills the bear should be our president. If everybody dies, then it's obvious the bear
Middle one.
should be president.
Oh, the middle one. I don't even want to know what the last one is. The middle one.
Okay, Pando. Same questions, except you also have the choice of whoever can play the most heartbreaking violin solo becomes president.
Top one.
A reality TV show.
Yeah.
Because you're all about the reality TV shows.
Oh yeah.
Mr. Love Island.
That's it. Love me, the drama.
The
Emma,
Bachelor?
the same question.
Yeah, the middle one.
And ugh.
He's gonna be saying that after his drink after a while. Ugh.
Ito is drinking, by the way, so
Some bourbon. What's the bourbon?
Rob.
Rum.
it's
Rum.
wrong.
That's how pissed he is.
That's how drunk I am already.
Like a pirate.
Well, he thought you bought tequila, and he was arguing with you that you bought tequila after one
Because
sip.
we were gonna buy tequila. Anyway, middle one. Yes, the middle one.
Everybody goes for the middle one. Bold and sofa. Call me. What would be the coolest prize you could find in your box of cereal? Breen, a sample of a more nutritious breakfast option so people are encouraged to stop eating that colourful crap. A tiny piece of sharp metal so every scoop will be full of thrill and danger. The phone number of that sexy tiger on the front of the box. So I assume we're talking about Tony the Tiger. He's so passionate about breakfast and health that he's surely a great lover.
Go for the bottom one.
You want to bang Tony the Tiger.
No, I'm just saying. Go for it.
Hando,
Go for
any
the bottom as
questions?
well, because I've got a box of Frosties in the
And
cabinet,
he
so...
really wants to bang Tony.
Yes.
Frosties is
Sure
my
thing.
favourite cereal.
Emma?
Yeah, the bottom one because I'm going to take Tony from both of them.
So I honestly thought you were going to say from both ends there.
You
Okay.
never know.
Ugh.
I'm gonna go with the bottom one as well, because Tony the Tiger.
Of course, so everybody is super charming. You find your zodiac sign to be inaccurate. Design your own personal zodiac sign. Green, the rad sword on fire, the rich bitch, the regal 1%, the cute pup, the randomly arranged set of stars, the non-canon lover. Oh, sorry, the now canon lovers.
That one. The sword.
Sword on fire. Pando,
The Regal 1%.
because you are regal within the 1%. Yeah.
Of course, he's Apple.
Emma,
The randomly arranged stars.
and
The randomly arranged set of stars.
all right.
Oh.
Question 2. What would be the most appealing in a love partner? Breen, a taste for party. Tentacles!
Adams.
Yeah, go on. We'll stay with tentacles.
When that came
Hando.
up, the secret you
50
went,
gigabytes of RAM.
50 gigabytes of RAM. Emma, sharp wits, soft fur, a very Sundra personality.
I don't know what that means. So we're gonna go with soft fur.
Ugh.
No, not for the entire stream. 50 gigabytes of RAM.
Alright. These are people that you
Somebody's
should have
coming.
things in common with.
Okay.
But you don't have to follow
I'll
them.
try.
It's just people you should probably have things in common with.
I wasn't looking. It's important.
He was thinking about those
You're
tentacles.
the tentacles. I think it's the Eldritch.
Yeah, I think it's like...
Alright,
Yeah,
Breen,
sure thing.
here's how it works. Down the right hand side of the screen, you're green. These are your stats.
Yeah.
Smart, boldness, creativity, charm, fun, and money. Creativity and fun are at only 3. To increase those stats, you go to these places in the school.
Okay.
They disappear when I let go of the button. These represent what you can get. Money, creativity, smart, boldness, fun, or charm. Random things will happen to you at each one, and you have to think your way out of it based on your current stats. Every now and again other things show up, like a shop that you can buy random stuff from, like Meeks bought Dragon Pornography, I think, which is so obviously him.
Hey.
So basically you choose where you want to go.
You didn't get a date.
I
No,
did,
he-
but I got so much attention.
Yeah,
They would or
Wait,
dates.
what's for fun
You
then?
did.
So,
Fun, which is only at 3, would be the
So,
outdoors.
the low ones you're supposed to bump up higher.
You can either focus on one of the ones that's higher and always try and lean into that, or you can raise other ones if you don't really know what's going on.
Alright, no, go for charm then.
You know, the charm. You ready, Cisco?
Ready! That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirits, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural born leader. You gain +2 charm.
Taking you up to 9.
How high are they supposed to go?
After dodgeball comes the obstacle course.
There's
You
usually going
stare across the gym at it, terrified, as are most of your classmates. There are giant centipedes, venomous bears, bloodthirsty magpies circling just under the ceiling, and animals so bizarre one can only barely find words to describe them. Alright, class. Oh no, am I doing... I don't think
I think Ito has to voice the coach.
Yeah.
I'll go with the coach. Alright, class. I've imported this special course from Regular Creatures High School in New South Wales, Australia. Don't be afraid. I believe in each and every one of you. These terrifying creatures will not break your will.
And Scott. Who wants to voice Scott?
Mix.
Let's have Nick's voice Scott, because, you know, for reasons.
I will not let you down, coach. Giant crocs don't scare me. This is not pee on my pants.
Cisco, you know you do, do you?
Finally, worthy adversaries. What's that abomination over there even called?
That would be a platypus.
I'm gonna drag it to hell. The underworld has never seen such horror. Well, don't just stand there. Show them what you've got. Clear the course.
Right, you've got two choices, Adam. You've got to go native. Oh, sorry, we've got to go native, mates. Oi, hold my beer. Or, whoa, have a look at them. They're so cute. Let's slay them with kindness. Those are your two choices. Now, they usually represent one of your skills.
Okay.
So, like, one might be smart, or bold, or creative, or charming, or fun, or money, which I don't think is a stat, but you know what? You just have to choose which way to go.
Do the top one.
You're gonna go native?
Yeah.
You grab your trusty bowie knife, slam a six-pack of Fosters, and wade into the circle, into the opposite course.
Into one of their
Why did I
circles.
see circle for that? I've only just
only have
finished my
one.
first class. You dispatch armed platypi, fend off magpies by whipping them with snakes, and punch a koala.
Emma's wearing koalas on her feet in case anybody wondered. He's just punching her in
The
the
ones
feet.
I slayed.
After winning an arm wrestling match against a drunk crocodile, you instantly become a hero.
Whoa, that was awesome. You even made Coach cry.
It's tears of joy. The will of youth really did find a way. Damien says it too.
I'm not crying. It's just so much murder. Your glorious slaughter of the endangered animals will go down in history. You gain +2 fun and +1 boldness and a lawsuit from Greenpeace.
I'm sure that won't
We're all
go.
pussies anyway.
Pando? Where do you want to go, Pando?
Let's go for smarts.
You all go to class? Really?
Yeah.
Ah.
Let's increase my smarts.
That day you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons.
I also like the fact you have a penis with a face on it growing out of your shoulder.
With one arm in the air going.
He's going, woo! Penis!
Sometimes after the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. You gain +2 smarts. I'm still losing the device. At the end of class, Mr. Slenderman hands back your test from last week. You look over at Miranda. Whoa, you haven't seen her this mad since you found out that My Little Pony wasn't a documentary.
He wants to do Miranda.
Not
I
as
don't know
sexist, but neat.
Emma would.
You want some mix to do. You're
No,
just
no,
being
no.
sexist.
Why am I being sexist? Emma is the only one who hasn't done a voice yet.
There's plenty more to go. I see
Actually,
Emma as more a
Adam
polyguest.
Adam hasn't done a voice yet. so
I
don't
see
think-
Emma more as a polyguest
Why?
because she's more fun. She's a polygirl.
I won't be
She's-
able to read
She's a
and
stuck-up
speak.
bitch.
Eh,
You're not a stuck-up bitch.
eh,
Adam,
eh,
you're a stuck-up
eh,
bitch.
Emma looks like she could be genocidal.
I can't read, that's why you're doing it for me.
Alright, I'll do it. Unbelievable. An F on my test. But I am the best at everything I do. Father always says so.
Well, Law's
To
into it.
Jessica though, isn't it? Oh, I've got to keep going.
You don't get away with that.
I know what must be the matter. Mr. Slenderman is simply defective. He must be replaced. Let me just go online and purchase a new teacher. Or is it hire? Do you hire teachers? This one looks good. Mr. Roboto, the robotic teacher who does exactly as you ask.
I'm sure
But
that's a
what's
sex
this?
bond.
Is this backward school district requires some sort of reason to fire and replace a teacher? Apparently, impudence isn't sufficient. Quick, help me come up with a reason Mr. Slenderman should be fired.
Pando, Mr. Slenderman, are you kidding? I can show you at least a dozen images of him stalking children. I don't know why you have those images.
Oh.
Let's Photoshop him into a picture of a KKK meeting.
Let's do the bottom one. That sounds less than the top one.
You won't see you there. You're not in that picture. Right? Not so creative, Panda.
You just can't
You
put it
stay
off
up
like
all
I
night
do.
photoshopping Mrs. Slenderman's non-face into a picture of a bunch of command members. You think you did a pretty good job, but it's hard to be sure. Slenderman's face doesn't exactly give you much to work with. You sent the photo to Miranda to distribute, but when you see her the next day, she doesn't seem happy.
Oh no, we've lost Miranda. We've lost Miranda. She's not in the room. Adam, take
Miranda!
her.
I can't.
Mix, do your best.
He denied all facts of it, and they
Emma's just spat a drink out.
Oh
I
I thought you were doing a really good job.
It's going to be one of those nights, isn't it?
who radiates aura or maleficence. And he's. Fucking hell.
Oh, jeez.
Keep going.
And look, I'll do it now. Look now. And he said no face in the picture and didn't look anything like his no face. The non-mouth and totally the wrong place. Your performance in this case was truly and acceptable. Perhaps I can replace you with a robot.
Miranda buys a robot replica of you online. It beats you up and steals your clothes. No one believes it's you, but you're still naked. You lose +/-2 money and -1.
Why did you take your money?
Creativity.
I don't want you robbing money, bitch!
Cowbag Rob, you're right. Emma, there are your stats. Your fun is pretty low, but that's okay. Your creativity is not low.
We'll go for fun then. Try and raise that.
Do some fun.
That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea.
That's about right.
You have no idea how that escalates so much. But at one point, there are like 300 people.
Yeah, Mix's face was as pink as your name.
Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself. But who cares? It's a rad party. You gain +2 fun.
Baby.
There you are, swiping through potential monster match dates when you spot Scott pacing and muttering to himself in distress.
You're on Tinder already.
You can't bear to see someone so adorable in so much pain. So you might as well try and ease it however you can.
Oh, hi there. Do you think I'm adorable?
Yes, in fact, you were literally just thinking that.
See, now Mix is blushing.
Anyway, the other day I was out in the forest trying to find a quiet place on a large branch and do some pull-ups before the big sports game. When suddenly I was approached by all these talking forest animals. They were pretty big for the forest animals, and I'd never seen animals that could talk like that. I mean, other than us werewolves, if you're counting us as animals. And they were just so fuzzy and adorable. But they said they were impressed by my pull-ups and my muscles, and that I was even more adorable. So the nice little forest animals with giant heads made me their king, okay? Which was really, really flattering. I just don't know anything about ruling. I'm not sure if I'm good enough to be a king.
Oh, poor Scott. It's up to you to help him rally.
Scott, a good king is a strong ruler. Physically strong, if you can do 100 push-ups, you'll be a good king for sure. Or true royalty has been inside you all along. Why else would your eyes be royal blue?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So charming.
My eyes are royal blue. Liam said they were... What?
Cerulean.
Cerulean. But I always knew that wasn't a real bird. Yeah, I'm quite wondering if that's a real bird myself, actually. Clever Liam. He was clearly testing me. If so, my eyes are royal blue because I had royalty inside me all this time. Does that mean I have like a little blue king or queen inside of me? It is like my true self. Okay. Oh, I always suspected that such big muscles couldn't be of this world. So, good old Scott is just a mecca for the little blue person to fight against evil.
A mech.
Ah, okay. I wonder what my real world name could be. Sir Beef Wellington. Lady Macbeth. Beef. No, Lady McMuscles. I should ask my loyal furries about that. Furries, is that what I've decided to call those giant furry talking forest animals for shorts?
Oh no, wait a minute.
Thanks for helping me out get my confidence back in. You should come meet my furry friends sometime.
Well, you've always wanted to hang out with Scott. Not too sure about these circumstances. But it's better than not hanging out at all. You gain +2 smarts and +1 fun.
Huzzah! Ugh. What you doing, ugh?
Fun is taken, I think, and
Emma just took fun.
is creativity available?
It is.
I want to go with creativity.
Oh, you only have to pick one each?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
That day, while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves have descended to give you oral sex.
Okay.
Your performance is intense and inspiring, as is theirs. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You gain +2 creativity. You notice calculus there connected to another computer by many wires. You worry it might be a weird sex thing that could preclude you from doing weird sex things with him. So you decide to interrupt.
Hello, friend. Ugh. Pardon the mess, I'm currently engaged in a rather delicate project. What project, you ask? Well, the creation of a virtual reality. What is he? He's changed. He's now steampunk?
Apparently.
Okay, sure. My studies indicate that the best way to improve my understanding of organic life is to simulate an entire universe full of it and observe the results.
Dang. You're really hoping he would decide the best way of understanding organic life was to get naked with you.
Kind of already is.
Maybe you can still salvage this though.
Please join me in my virtual world and I will, quote, show you around.
Now, that's more like it. Alone in a virtual world with Cal. You wonder what sort of sexy body he's cooked up for himself in there. You put on a headset.
Hello and welcome to my virtual reality. As you can see, I've already implemented real-time character rendering, sports clothes, and realistic physics. I am beginning to worry, however, that my physics might be a bit too realistic. Liam is perpetually discussing art and creativity, and it has caused me to wonder, should I merely be using the physics of the existing world, or should I innovate?
You tell him that he should innovate, because that way you can tell him all of your stupid physics ideas, first and foremost.
Bad artists copy, good artists steal. Specifically, you should steal the physics engine from the award-winning mobile game Angry Birds, or you just need to spruce up the originals a bit. How about Carl's first law of thermodynamics? Energy can neither be created nor destroyed, but after a little while it can turn into ravioli.
I'm gonna go with the second one.
You sure?
No, but let's go with the second one.
So creative. Woo! How could I have missed such an obvious solution? Quantitative analysis reveals that one of the primary issues with the current build of reality is a severe ravioli deficiency. What better way to rectify this deficit than by making ravioli the inevitable output of all energetic reactions? I will, of course, also have to make the ravioli indestructible so that they'll all remain imperishable. This is the added benefit of providing an inbuilt solution to the world hunger. Truly, if I ever have a good fortune to meet God, I shall lobby for this simple and brilliant change to the fabric of reality.
Wow, calculus just seems to really like your idea. That's weird because it's actually extremely stupid. Whatever. You gain +2 fun and +1 creativity.
Let's trade places, people. Everybody choose an animal. Go down the line. Start from Adam.
What do we...
Choose an animal.
Oh, we don't have one to pick off of it?
No, you just have to
Choose
choose
an
one.
A wolf.
Yeah.
A giraffe.
You said dragon.
Yeah.
detail?
I am gonna say T-Rex.
Of course you will. Player order is decided based on how cute a video where a charming cat becomes friends with the selected animal would be. Start debating now. So a wolf and a cat. A wolf pup would probably be quite good.
Yeah.
A giraffe and a cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeff,
Climb
just
up
stand
its
on
neck
it.
and sit on its head.
A
Just down.
T-Rex and a cat.
Oh,
Each of
And
the
a
imagine
dragon
Toothless
and a
being
cat.
awesome with a cat.
T-Rex would just get angry because he couldn't stroke it.
So the question comes down to is Adam or Emma first?
Emma.
I think Adam.
Yeah.
You'd have to go 50-50.
Yes. Cisco.
Cat and wolf wins for Law. Cat and giraffe is most adorable for Matt, so that's another 50-50. But you're coin flipping.
Oh,
these.
just-
I will
Cisco.
say cat and giraffe.
Ah, you sons of...
Sorry.
Oh, I'm for.
Sorry,
You're not
Okay.
sorry.
it is now lunchtime. Emma, you're first because you came up with cat and giraffe. Which one? Where would you like to sit?
Where's that
The
one?
middle table has the shop on it, but you only have 5 money. But they will have a gift that you can have free, which will either be good or bad. You can't.
No, am I pursuing that wolfy guy?
If you want to, it's up to
I'll
you.
sit with him.
Take a moment to go out now.
Okay, you sit down with Zoe and Scott. Scott is eating his trademark pizza sandwich, which is just 3 slices of pizza on top of each other. Zoe has a notebook out and is taking notes. Meeks, here, Zoe.
How do you get your food, Scott?
You're also Scott.
Why do you want to know so bad? It's pretty normal. No, it can't be normal. I'm doing research for my latest fanfic, Cry Habit, and Let's Slip the Dogs of Love. It's about a pack of werewolves going on the biggest hunt of their lives. A hunt that will change them as hunters, but also as werepeople. They went looking for food, but what they found was personal growth and a new understanding of group sexual practices. Well, also food. So that's why I need to know, how do you hunt? Oh, well, normally I go to the cafeteria and I ask for pizza. That's it. What about hunting in pack? Enjoying the spoils together in a feast of blood and rage, exploring each other's bodies. Well, I guess sometimes me and my cousins order pizza at home, and then the pizza comes, and then we eat the pizza.
You hear this? That's great.
I think I've lost my phone.
I'm sure it's okay.
I was just sent out. Zoe!
Zoe, try Zoe.
Don't worry, people, it's only a second drink.
This one's really nice as well. Zoe does not look at all satisfied with Scott's answer. Maybe you can get Scott to give some juicier info. Or convince Zoe that ordering a pizza is actually dramatic.
So Emma, but Scott, what about when you go searching for pizza in the wild? Or Zoe, don't dismiss the utter suspense and extreme pathos of waiting endlessly for the pizza to arrive. Truly, it is the central tragedy of the 21st
It
century.
really is. Yeah, we'll go for
Ooh, you like that.
Wow, I thought the central tragedy of the 21st century was that we're gradually destroying the planet, and with every convenience we enjoy, but we're all so removed from the consequences of our actions that we will continue to be manipulated by our corporate masters until we're all living on a desolate cinder. That's a mouthful, eh? No, it's the pizza one. Oh, that's a relief. That other one seems super depressing. Not having pizza is really depressing too. Sometimes when we're waiting for the pizza, I get so hungry I could eat a horse. So you chase down and kill a horse in an orgy of bloodlust? What? No. Usually I eat corn chips and watch sports on the TV, but I'm really bummed while I'm doing it.
You idiot?
Zoe decides to make do with what Scott is giving her. Scott is just happy for the attention. You're happy because Scott is happy. Everybody wins.
Hurrah! Breen, you're up.
You're supposed to sit next to the people you're after.
Yes, you sit next to the people you're after, or the middle table is a shop where you can buy stuff.
We'll get a free gift.
I want a free gift.
Go for your free gift.
It's all about gifts.
Shouldn't you be out there trying to romance a classmate or something? Anyways, welcome.
What do you want?
Here are your choices. You're too poor for Mix's dragon porn, and for the map, and for a PR agent. But you can get a fake badass tattoo. It has flames and a skull and even a knife. With this, you can murder your enemies, go to prison and make everyone your bitch, and then murder them too, and go to some kind of super prison, street cred plus 9,000. There is a blanket with 2 holes cut in it, literally, that's KKK territory. Some impractical yet kind of funny glasses. Remember when these used to be cool? Now they aren't, but they're so ridiculous that they're still fun in their own twisted way. You have your free gift. You have a sexy fake Latin accent, just like Ito keeps putting on. While the hottest thing is being yourself, honey, but a Latin accent is close second, to be honest. You have a creativity poster. Crafting your art requires years of hard work, education, from great mentors and tons of raw talent, but damn, that sounds exhausting, so let's settle for a motivational poster for now. You can have a corpse, because why wouldn't you want a corpse for $5? Or a Russian novel with an insightful approach to universal matters such as love and death. Are you sure about this? You can always use Wikipedia and get the general idea and still be able to act as if you've read it. Those are all
Go for the free gifts.
This
Let's see
might be a
what
bad
it is.
thing. We will find out.
Yeah, sometimes it's
Drum
bad,
roll,
sometimes
please.
it's good, sometimes it's just nothing.
I've got 100.
A drawing from a random kid. I know the composition is not that great and the colour palette lacks depth, but fuck you, it's a gift.
There you
Show
go.
your
I like
picture.
gifts.
Pando!
I'll go with Cal is City.
Oh, he's going in for the calculator, man.
You two.
Yes.
You could go for the demon, I suppose.
Friend Damien, I'm having trouble getting a positive ID on the objects in your possession. When you declare their components?
Sure thing, Roberto. What I have here is a can of gasoline, a lighter, and the grin of a madman about to set the cafeteria table on fire.
I comprehend now. It would seem to me that the most logical extrapolation is that you are about to set a cafeteria table on fire.
Damn calculus then. How much plus smarts you must have to figure that mystery out.
My intelligence cannot be calculated using your overly simplistic methods. However, my mortality module indicates that setting a cafeteria table on fire is not within the bounds of acceptable school behavior. In fact, it seems to me in my metaphorical but not literal heart that it is not nice.
Did I say it was going to be nice? No! I said it was going to be awesome!
Running back conversation to check for phrase gonna be awesome. Error, phrase not found. No, friend Damien, you never said it was gonna be awesome.
I didn't need to. It was implied in the grin of a madman part. Calculuster, why are you trying to ruin my fun?
Alright, Pando, it's a matter of perspective, Calculuster. Where you see the table, Damien sees wood to set a flame to, cook his food, so Damien is totally in the right to set it on fire. While Calculuster is right, Damien, be responsible, don't set fire to the table, set fire to the cafeteria table designated for arson. You know, the green one by the door, which, in case of needing to set on fire to a table, written on it. Ooh. Yes, friend Damien, friend Pando is correct. We must always obey the rules. The rules of Asimov, the rules of Spooky High, the rules of the universe, with all of its structure and order.
Fuck structure and order. Fuck Asimov and Spooky High. And fuck the universe.
Is Monster Prom set with Spooky High? I don't think I've ever seen that mentioned before.
Stupid universe making things like tables you're not supposed to set fire to.
But Damien, rules are there for a reason. All things are there for a reason. Like the designated arson table. The reason the designated arson table is there so that you can commit arson.
But I don't want to commit arson that follows the rules. I want to commit arson that sets the rules on fire.
But friend Damien, if you set the table on fire, surely crazy beg your pardon. Surely Crazy Martin the Werebear Janitor will give you detention, and you will set nothing more on fire for the entire day. Whereas if you set the awesome table on fire, you can be free to set many more things on fire for the duration of the day and every day.
Joe.
Thank you, friend Panda, for helping talk sense into Damien. I think we have a good deed here today.
A good deed at Spooky High? Perish the thought.
Ugh.
Just realised I got no bonus out of that either.
You know,
Well.
No, but you
the
did
lunchtime
get
stuff's
plus
all
for
about
calculus.
scoring.
Ugh. Where are you heading, ugh?
Let's head to the mermaid and the vampire table.
Adam's gonna have to voice the vampires. He's gonna voice
You
some-
notice Liam looking disgruntled, which is his default. So whatever.
Emma is Miranda again because everybody loved it.
What makes three Miranda?
I wanted to too.
But it seems like Miranda is pretty upset too. Better check it out.
Liam, why are you typing on your phone so angrily? Did your phone offend you in some way? Why are you mad at it? You seem to be an 8.5 on the frowny Liam scale.
Yes.
I don't want to do it.
You're doing it.
The what?
The
That's super
frowny
good.
Liam scale. Normally I can tell how people are feeling from their faces, but you seem to be frowning most of the time, so I created a chart to measure your frowniness.
Miranda pulls out a notepad and displays a series of doodles of Liam's frowniness. They're not super accurate, but they are all super adorable.
There you go, Adam.
That's a lot.
Fuck you, bitch.
Did you read that and sum it up, or are you?
That's what I'd tell Miranda.
Well,
Instead, they burn it into a crisp, rendering it unphotographable.
we might not have given Adam the best one. Right?
Yeah.
This and calculus, though, are the
You
ones
really
on
should have been.
There's a lot of writing there, and people can see it on the screen. Yelp review.
Come on, then, Ito, you will switch with Adam, and he can be Damien from now on.
No.
Hang on, I'm Damien, so he's switching with me.
Okay, well,
Then
fair
you're
enough.
really.
Oh, bugger.
I was trying to get you out of it.
Shut
but-
some of the foot there.
Monsters deserve to know what they're getting into if they choose to eat at the cafeteria, so they can choose to take their business to a different establishment. And I'm writing a scathing Yelp review.
You're a grumpy, says chat.
Liam, you can't do that. If they shut the cafeteria down, the school kitchen staff will lose their jobs. Did you know that peasants have to do labor to make living wages? They don't simply have an unlimited store of gold. I was shocked when I first found out.
Of course you are. If the kitchen staff wanted to earn their wages, then they should have been better at their jobs. I am simply the merchant of truth.
No, you're the merchant of poop.
Your royal sophistication shines through. Ask His taste may tend towards the mainstream, but surely he can see this subpar cafeteria must be exposed.
Don't be ridiculous.
Ugh.
Gladly help me save the cafeteria again.
Again, gosh, it's hard to keep track of your misadventures at this shit show in school. Still, you'll help if you can.
Ugh. Miranda can't undermine Liam's admittedly talented criticism alone. This will take an army of homeless people we pay to write positive Yelp reviews of the cafeteria until we eclipse even, or Liam. One lone voice simply cannot shut down this cafeteria, at least not the voice of the high school. Let's get a renowned food critic to write a Pulitzer-worthy expose to be published in the most widely read periodicals.
Let's go with number 2.
You want to get a Pulitzer? A Pulitzer?
Pulitzer? Excellent idea. I am an incredible, intelligent, compassionate person with tons of humility. more than enough to admit when a professional help may be of use to me.
You think you have the most humility? You should never be as humble as I am. Every day my servants tell me I'm the humblest person ever to live.
Miranda storms off in a huff, leaving you and Liam to proceed with your amazing, incredible genius plan. You're super humble too. You use your magnificent calligraphy skills you picked up in your elective class, calligraphy and murder, to write 5 letters chock full of hashtag aesthetic. Liam produces a delicate white dove from his backpack. How is it breathing in there? And gives it to the newly addressed letters. You're not sure if it's what's more intriguing, the fact that Liam trusts that the dove will be able to read the addresses to deliver the letters, or the fact that the addresses he wrote down were just their emails. Regardless, it seems to have worked, because within a minute of the dove's release, you receive your first reply on your phones. Oh, bollocks. I knew the exquisite Jax Aznavour would have enthusiasm for our plight. Thus his immediate response. Dear Liam, I received your message. Though your calligraphy isn't quite impressive, I'm afraid I must give you the same answer I gave you when you asked me to write a review of the cuisine cooked by your friend's grandmother last Thanksgiving. I don't know how you got a dove to find out where I live based on my email address, but stop contacting me. Most lovingly yours, great and humble food critic, Jax Aznavour. Oh, ugh. Nobody understands the severity of the creme brulee transgression. Thank goodness we have each other. Heck yeah, you have each other? For prom? Hopefully, at the very least, maybe he'll let you borrow that dove sometime to send anthrax to your enemies.
Question, were you going for Liam or Miranda?
For Liam.
Oh, good. Let's trade places. Everybody choose a movie. I don't.
Endgame. Oh, sorry.
You so excited?
Neil Breen one.
Which one?
Twisted something? What was it?
Twisted Pair?
Yeah.
I haven't even seen it, but okay.
Armageddon.
Pretty Woman.
Hey, that's a good
It is a
film.
good
And the
film.
You
Room.
talking about Pretty Woman or Armageddon?
Pretty Woman.
It was decided based on how weird it would be to watch porn based on
I
selected
think I'm
movies.
first on that one. A
Yes.
Neil Breen porn
Suppose
film.
Neil Breen, he's got it with the brain.
Alright,
Yes.
so
I have to
Breen
be.
from Breen is first.
I have to be number
Pretty
2
Woman.
because
Because the room actually
What was
has
yours,
porn in it.
Dan?
so does
Well,
Green.
yeah, kind
That's
of.
how it was always The Room.
You see
With
the room.
the
Yeah.
waist humping.
Yeah, the
Yours
room.
is Pretty Woman, which is basically a
Yeah.
soft
Yeah,
porn
you're
in and
last.
of it.
That's
This is-
fine.
I think it is Erg and then Emma, then Talia.
And then Fandu. The evening of week 1. Arena. You can also go to the bathrooms and spend your $5. Where do you want to go? What do you want? You have 9 smarts, 8 boldness, 3 creativity, 9 charm, 5 fun, and $5.
Boldness? What's boldness?
You can
Well,
go
it
for
depends
boldness.
who you're going for.
I don't know.
It doesn't really if you don't know who you're aiming for, you just go for anything. Boldness is the bathrooms,
Yeah.
Which is
Go
where
to
the
the
shop
bathroom.
is.
which is where the shop is, so if you go there, you'll enter the shop.
You won't get
Oh,
downstairs.
right, okay, no. There's no big boldness.
Oh, hi Anthony.
Smarts.
You're going to school.
Yeah, Anthony.
Yeah, what the fuck?
That day you're the first one in class. You sometimes come early because you're highly sensitive.
I think Cisco is about 3 or 4 drinks in now. Cisco's about 3 drinks in now, so
So good.
3 whiskeys in.
I still think that's a good joke.
That makes I don't do it because I'm not very good at like reading and saying at the same time. Like when he said that, I'm like, what the fuck does it say that?
I thought that as well. I was looking to go, really? So sensitive?
Okay, because you're sensitive.
He's a bit bitter, but in a cool way. He treats you like an adult. And the two of you discuss life and stuff in a very snarky way. Look at you, like selling at cliched movie tropes.
Try not to knock them down, Ken. That's a good boy.
You gain +2 smarts and +1 valuable life insight that will help you face the difficulties of being young.
Oh, so you got more spots.
Did I?
No.
Oh.
Oh yes, you got smart.
You got smarts from doing that, but you didn't get
You didn't
smarts
get the
from
valuable
life
life insight. That's just a joke. You're happily examining the shitty crayon drawing you got from the store, thinking about what kind of frame will enhance its childish colours and stupid composure, when Scott approaches you.
Mix, you're Scott.
Hey, Breen, is that a picture? I love pictures. Coach says one picture is worth 1,000 words, and there are so many words I love, like pizza and good and boy. Okay, so a picture must be even better. What's your picture saying, bro? It looks like a little stick person holding hands with 2 big stick persons, and there's a house and the sun has hair.
You patient.
The whiskey's kicking in now.
I do need more. You patiently explain to Scott that this is a picture of a family, and that those are solar rays, not hair.
Oh, so those 2 big bros are protecting the little bro. I get it.
What? No, you tell Scott that the 2 big stick figures are parents.
Parents? Wow. So that's what parents look like? I totally have some parents, but, well, I've never actually seen them. That's okay though. Once a year they speak into our house in the middle of the night and leave me Christmas presents because I'm a good boy and they love me.
Go.
Ha, you baby. You still think parents leave Christmas presents in the middle of the night? That's a myth.
It is?
Yeah. Everybody knows that Christmas gifts are delivered by Satan Claus, a bearded home invader with lobster hands and a cookie fetish. Oh, gee.
But with parents, I think I'm a good boy.
Oh, you're up, Emma.
Oh, who's this one?
The one that nobody likes.
Bree, are you just gonna stand there and let them douchebags ruin Scott's innocence? Distract him!
Whoa, this is a serious situation. If it's causing Vera to show empathy, quick, divert Scott's attention by...
You either start a discussion on the history and development of jazz as a musical art form, or make a silly face.
No, with the jazz.
Careful.
5 hours later.
Look, I'm saying that jazz is less a vehicle for African American liberation than it is a memorial to cultural oppression and appropriation.
Just because a musical genre becomes commercialized doesn't invalidate its contributions to society at large.
We've lost me.
Guys. Maybe jazz is simply a lens through which all major sociological conflicts in the 20th century can be viewed, regardless of your personal political orientation. Or maybe it's just cool fun music that's nice to hear. I don't know, I'm sleepy, I'm gonna go get some pizza and have a nap and a wine.
Phew, that was close. Nice work, Breen. And as for you douchebags, the hell were you thinking?
Sorry, I guess emotionally harassing a little cousin is our way of coping with the unstable home life. But you've got to admit it's weird that Scott's been living with us and our grandma his entire life and still hasn't realised our parents aren't coming back.
Yeah, I can relate to that, and maybe it would be better for him to accept the truth. I just don't think he's ready yet. And you know, true friendship is like jazz. Sometimes it's about the difficult truths you don't say.
You're right. Thanks for helping us keep the lie alive. Green, you're a true bro.
For your good deed and your deep knowledge of jazz history, you gain +2 creativity and +1 charm.
Ugh, you're up. The bathroom is where your shop is.
How do you know the shop is in black?
Because it's
There's
got a
the
cat
bomb.
face.
You can date her as well, by the way.
Really?
How?
You whore, you. Really?
I don't remember entirely, but I know it's a lot to do with
Buying things?
not buying things or something, or intriguing her somehow. I can't remember.
Just keep going and visiting.
There's lots of secret ways, I think so.
I'm gonna go for fun.
Is that because you're a misery?
Because I'm close to being miserable.
Oh, who are you trying to seduce?
Calculator.
Ah,
No,
totally
but Smart
stealing
was
my
already
thing.
taken.
Well,
Stealing
That
my
day
half hour.
during recess, you start a half-hour raise that goes full crazy. You're talking to one, the smile, small, the smile,
smile.
the smile,
Smaug!
smile.
Desolation thereof.
Juan, the small magical Latino cat, when he tells you that he won't ever be as fun as Bob the scary clown. You accept the challenge, you go straight up to Bob, stab him several times,
Stab him
open his
several
bleeding chest and eat some of his guts in order to consume his fun. Really? You think that's how it works? Well, it is. You gain +2 fun from poor Bob.
Nice.
And it looks like Calculus is off by himself again, working on his virtual reality. You don't know how he's able to shirk so many school responsibilities to work on this project. Then again, you shirk responsibilities all the time to try and fuck your classmates. So,
Should have seen Emma's face there.
as you approach, you notice the air around him is several degrees warmer than usual. He must be pretty worried about something.
I thought he wanted to go out, he's just lying at the back door. Hello, friend. I'm worried about something.
Nailed it!
All was progressing well enough in my virtual world. Intelligent life evolved, developed language and society, and kept senseless violence within standard parameters. It was going well, in fact, that I decided to enter the reality myself and conduct a UX poll. Instead of providing me useful feedback, however, the citizens of my reality provided me with dead goats. Apparently their, quote, creator, or as their creator, I command a certain unanticipated level of awe and respect. I am embarrassingly enough a god to them. They have since designated the day of my appearance as a holy day, constructed an enormous and unsettlingly phallic tower on the spot, and are currently murdering each other for the control of said phallic tower. Senseless violence has spiked and outside the unacceptable range. Announced that in improving their virtual society, the people are spending all their time putting my face on various merchandisable items and co-opting popular music genres to sing my praises. I must devise a way to cure them of this unhealthy obsession, but when I tried telling them to stop, all it did was spark a holy war. What should I do? Okay. That's worrying.
What is a niche? It's a...
Nietzsche.
Let's go for Nietzsche.
So smart. Interesting. A small adorable construct that will argue for my non-existence. I worry, however, that one simply will not be enough. How about 50,000?
Hey, it's not your reality. You can tell Cal, to go ahead. You enter Calculus's reality to watch the Nietzsche
Nichelings.
Nietzsche's work.
work their magic.
There they go, subverting the very concept of religion as a fiction manufactured by weaker men. Look! Now they appear to be arguing against the very concept of humanity and submission. And look how quickly they can strip all the flesh off a gazelle. Nature is truly astonishing.
You're not sure you'll ever get the image of 1,000 Nietzsche swarming over a gazelle carcass out of your head. But hey, that's what alcohol is for. By helping Cal fake his own death, you gain +2 creativity and +1 bonus.
You're up.
I will go for creative.
That day while rehearsing for the class play, you totally forget your lines. It's terrible. But you don't let that get you You started.
Yes, you don't.
Sure thing.
You start improvising all your lines. It's marvelous and somehow enhances the plan of play in unexpected ways. And that's saying something, since half of your improvisational is a rap battle against your inner fears. You gain +2 creativity. You're practicing your very best monster mash when you hear the sounds of an argument in a graveyard smash, which is so strange in these sacred halls of education. Lol, JK, can you imagine?
They made me their king, and they deserve the bestest, most wonderful king there ever was. And I'm gonna work as hard as I can to be that king. No matter what it takes.
Oh. Scott, you realise they're not cute little baby animals in need of a king, right? They're furries.
I know they're furry, Vera. I'm the one who told you that.
No, Scott, they're furries. It's a kink.
Yes, Vera. There are many kinks in my plan. That's why I need to work them out to be their best ruler.
Forget it.
Oh, Emma.
Excuse me, did you say you needed help being a good ruler? I know all about that. Being a king is easy, as Daddy always says. Only live peasants can stage a rebellion.
Oh, Miranda, I'm not really sure.
Fear is your most important weapon. Your secret most what? Your second most important weapon is actual weapons. Such as soup spoons, razor teacups, a knife on fire, you know, the usual.
God, the scales of issues.
Challenge.
I don't know, Miranda. I appreciate the advice, but I don't think that's the kind of king I want to be.
Nonsense. I'll go get you the butter knife. What? Shuriken? Right now.
Throwing stuff.
Just say throwing
It just
stuff?
seems so unnecessary.
Is it
There must
just
be
as
a
a
better
treat?
kind of way to rule, right, Em? I want them to have a happy time under Scott the First. They've been so nice to me. They are written me. Oh my God! They've written me beautiful songs, which are about my adventures. Most of them are the sort of things I definitely have not done. And they made amazing drawings of me, which are very, very generous in their proportions.
I bet they
I
are.
bet they are.
I think they deserve the best leader.
Normal rulers make their subjects pay taxes, but what if you pay taxes to them? Or flag time! You can't rule a kingdom with no flag. Without a flag, it would be just a bunch of flagless people.
Yeah, let's have a flag.
Flags. So
Ooh.
quick.
You're 120% right. Flags are the best. Let's combine our powers to create the very best flag ever.
You get it into an intense art frenzy, which is kind of hot and intimate. Somehow the two of you end up shirtless and sweaty while painting and doodling.
I'm not sure doodling is a sexy word.
Doodling.
After 3 hours of passionate art
Oh,
activity,
is that what we're calling it?
you put your clothes on again
Oh?
because of decency, but mainly because we don't have a shirtless model for Scott. I admire your work.
Whoa, this is genius.
No, it's actually not bad drawing of Scott shirtless and the words Scott rules. But sure, why not? You know how to take a compliment. Scott leaves all excited, ready to execute your plan. As your elders always say, any problem can be solved by drawing shirtless people.
Isn't that Adam's law?
Later, you stumble upon Scott again. He seems quite excited.
There you are, Em. Your plan was a success. A success.
I bet it was!
Yeah, he's got it. Fine.
Damn it.
Drawn tits always looks good.
my beloved furries seem to love a flag that's basically just me shirtless. They declared it a national day that should be celebrated yearly by drawing me shirtless, which is kind of silly since they do that pretty much every day anyway. But the important thing is that now I'm the best ruler ever, and it's thanks to you. I would love you to visit my kingdom someday. We might even celebrate Shirtless Scott Day together. think.
Well, I want you to read it. Thanks.
You're pretty sure Shirtless Scott Day will totally become your all-time favorite festivity. You gain +2 charm and +1 creativity.
Pando.
Let's see.
The bathroom has the shop if you're interested.
What am I left to use?
You got gym for charm and library for money.
Go on, let's get a bit of money.
I think that is it.
That day, you spent some time on the library's PCs, sending malicious spam emails in the hope of stealing other people's money. It doesn't sound very nice, but who's really the one to blame if they respond to such a blatant scam?
By the way, Anthony wants to start a petition to get you to do an improvised rap battle against your own inner demon.
I need
He's
more
already
whiskey.
started.
More whiskey for that. More
Hey
whiskey
there,
for that, and
cutie
I'll tell you what
pie,
Friday
I
tastes
found
like.
you on the Let's chat.
You lose -10 karma, which isn't a stat in this game, so who cares? And you gain +2 money. You'll hang out with Polly afterwards, matching. What? Matching? Matching some.
Matching some porn in the library.
Or watching some porn, like you do in the library.
Alright, who's going to do Polly then?
Well, that depends
Didn't you
on.
only do coach?
So far, yes.
Okay, you're Polly.
I'm Polly.
When you suddenly notice, well, Adam's doing nobody.
That's fine
That's
with me.
because he refuses.
Well,
He
no, he's doing
straight up
Damien.
refuses.
He's Damien.
He's doing Damien. Is he?
When you
No, he's
suddenly
not.
notice Miranda standing right behind you, who knows how long she's been there? Oh, it's Adam.
Oh. Hello, good friends. What are you doing?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
It does not seem to be nothing. What man seems to be kindly sharing his marmalade with a giant skunk?
What are you watching?
What even is that? Oh, is this the paw?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the ball. I love the fact that as
What's
soon as you
this
think it's this the
marmalade?
ball,
I do not
you
want to
immediately
know.
go, oh yes, of course.
I don't think you want to
We've
know.
all seen that video.
Explain this at once.
Well, it's simple, you know? It's really just a kind of, well...
It's a cooking show. Yes, cooking. Oh, well, you see, Miranda, when a man and a giant skunk love each other very, very much.
Let's go for the bottom one.
So charming.
Hang on, wasn't it? Who was the turn?
Pando.
No, this is Pando.
Alright, 40 minutes and one elaborate explanation later.
So that's where babies come from? My word, I had no idea it involved so many condiments.
Yeah, well, that's the miracle of life for you. All about the condiments.
It seems I still have much to learn about the reproductive system. Perhaps two of you could be my tutors.
This is going in a weird direction.
There it is.
I literally can't think of any reason why that would be a bad idea.
Neither can you. From now on, Miranda's gonna pay you and Polly to watch porn with her. You gain +2 money and
What?
+1 smarts.
Don't get
Look at his face, he's so made up.
2 for the price of 1.
That weekend, something happens to Emma.
Oh no, what happened to me?
Is there anything more fun than a sleazy travelling carnival? Yes, apparently, lots of things.
Oh, I don't understand. I'm the best at sports, and ring toss is a sport. Why am I not winning a sport of a ring toss?
Well,
I'm not good at this.
you don't have to be good, you just have to
You
do it.
heard me.
Why am I not winning at the sport of burning this carnival to the ground and doing something cool with my weekend?
Who was the Eldritch? That was Mix's game.
I think, yes.
Was it me?
Yeah.
Oh, we're not leaving until Swan.
You had a
won.
voice and he had an accent.
I didn't have a voice for her. I
To
didn't
differentiate him.
Oh God.
Now he's blushing.
I'm getting a little more alcohol. Cheers. When
That's
me,
more alcohol.
adorable. Harold Donghorn. Is that how you say it?
It is now.
From a Russian fan fishing dragon, he blushes. he's automatically correct.
Anatomically, but we'll go with that. I have calculated the odds of ring toss success, and they are 0.0005%. It would appear this game is rigged.
Rigged? That's great.
No, Scott, that's bad.
Why do we need to be rigged? We can't I can't spell rigged without win, and you can't spell win without team. So if we just work together.
Oh.
Where's this go?
I mean, no. None of that lie. Actually, none of that.
Sure.
So you've lost the
But
accent.
teamwork isn't a bad idea, and you decide to count upon your luckiest friend to help beat the rage system. And you know who's lucky? Rich people. But which rich people to choose?
Now you have to choose which one of them has got the most money.
Who I did?
Yep.
Out of these three.
Oh, out of those?
Out of
Alright.
Breen and Ugh. One of these two
One of these have got more money.
than the other.
Oh, which one was it?
You can't see the stats.
Unfortunately,
They're
it
blocked.
says you're not allowed to see it. Vito sounds like a drunk
Has Adam got the
Transylvanian.
most
I
money?
got 5.
Is it got, you got 5 too, haven't you?
Can I tell her?
Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah, I do have 5.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Adam.
Because she done taking my money already.
Not so wealthy.
Ooh.
Breen shows
Oh,
up
so
and
they're both-
shows not.
Yeah, but
No.
say.
Breen shows up and
shows
shows
not
not
tells.
tells his plans. By grabbing all the rings from the booth, unhinging his jaw and swallowing them all whole.
I was gonna say Meeks has the most money there.
That wasn't an option though.
You are.
Well, wait. So now, is there any extra step? Do we reach into your stomach to retrieve the rings for bonus points?
Nah, dude. Be honest. Just rip green and get those rings back.
Calculations indicate that that would be unpleasant for friend Breen and bring us no closer to success at tossing rings, as they will now be partially digested.
Man. I'll never get the heroin. Don't This is no fun.
It sure isn't. Specifically, it's -2 fun and -1
Oh,
charm.
for God's sake, come on, guys.
So that's
You weren't going to win that
That's
either
it.
way because none of us had the right.
You
name.
both had 5, so yeah.
okay. Everybody choose a historical figure.
Mahatma Gandhi.
What?
Somebody from the past.
Oh.
Hitler.
Yes!
I just love
Should
it.
we have guessed that?
I just love it. Gandhi, Hitler.
Right, these two things.
I see how your mind works, Adam.
He's not a historical figure.
Oh yeah.
He's contemporary as
He's
well.
contemporary. I was choosing Trump.
Donald Trump.
Okay, so for the past.
Was that just because of the Hitler prompt?
Yeah. Martin Luther King.
Okay.
I'll go the opposite of you.
Does Michael Jackson count?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
I love
he's a
Michael
historical
Jackson.
figure.
Oh, look, yeah, Freddie Mercury instead.
No, too late.
Picture this. 5 years ago, the historical figures time travelled to our times. The only reason they were brought to our time was to produce Naruto AMVs.
I don't know what those are.
What?
Naruto.
It's a ninja
Animation, yeah.
series.
Okay, player orders decided based on who would produce the most emotionally heartbreaking epic
Freddie
Naruto.
Mercury.
Freddie Mercury, definitely.
Freddie Mercury would
He
do
would.
it straight
He
from
so
So
would.
Hitler.
No. Can't
Mate, you wish.
Sorry,
all those
I
Two
know you are
seconds.
last.
AMV is a
So
animated musical
what
video.
did you say?
Freddie Mercury.
You said Martin Luther King.
It's Martin Luther King.
I kind of think Martin
You'd
Luther
have-
King would do better than Gandhi.
Hitler would have like thousands of Jews. Rain in the background. Sad song
Yeah.
going on.
Gandhi had thousands of Indian people colonized by a British Empire.
Yeah, well, my
And so
Hitler
would
could
that-
beat your Gandhi.
Would that relate into Naruto?
Gandhi would beat Hitler doing nothing.
Yeah, but my
Oh.
Freddie would then beat you all out with his wife.
Girlfriend.
So you'll-
Oh, you hear the tune?
The morning of week 2. Emma, you're up.
Yeah.
How did we go with it on then?
You
Can
still
I have
have...
some money, please?
You can get some money.
Is that because you lost based on the money?
No, it's the one I've got from Toya.
That day, you spent some time on the library's PCs playing some good old online poker. Gambling seems like a stupid and dangerous decision. But who cares? This time it paid off, so fuck it! You gain +2 money.
Woohoo!
Both meeks.
Oh my god. I've read the whole half.
By the way, that's not her talking to you, right? She's just starting with.
I feel like my
No,
brain is
I'm
gonna
up.
explode.
What?
I do like books though. They can taste. What?
Taste.
Sorry, they can take you
No, no, no,
anywhere.
they can
in the
taste
world.
you anywhere.
So when you pee on them, you're marking your territory across the planet.
That explains the wavy, crispy texture and pungent odor of a lot of the used textbooks. You wonder if it's worth trying to correct his error when...
I don't know what. Dimitri.
Oh shit! Ito, you're up because I thought you were a drunk Transylvanian before. So, we have no idea.
Yeah,
That's
doing the voice
I'll
of Cisco.
try to do Cisco and it'll turn out drunk Transylvania.
No, don't do Cisco. Do the voice,
And then do Cisco.
and then you can do Cisco.
That's
later.
right. It is I, Dimitri.
May I just add your abs are especially lookable today.
Okay.
That is literally what he said.
Weird, but okay. Endless deity of horror and chaos, deadly and charming beast person, do join me on the dark side.
Oh shit!
Who the fuck are these?
I have no idea.
Morema?
Yeah, go
Do
on.
not do that! Dimitri, you made a fatal error in this plan. You have approached our classmates in the middle of the library where they're hard at work studying. They'll never listen to your pitch.
So actually we're getting super bored with the studying. So Dimitri, go ahead and tell us your thing, I guess.
Nope. If you let Dimitri woo them to the dark side, how will you woo them to the Prom? Also, blah blah blah, end of the world, the right thing, whatever.
Sure, the dark side sounds cool, but the commute is terrible. Or why join the dark side when you could join the Mark side?
What's the mark side?
I have no idea.
Okay, let's go with that one.
So creative.
There's a mark side? Yeah, I'm confused too. What's that?
It's just a realm inhabited by elven guys named Mark. They host a Monopoly night every Thursday. It is, as the kid says, play. It's Thursday. And Thursday doesn't taste good. Tuesday does.
I
I don't even know that.
don't know. The young view looks pretty good. Oh, it says that they have free snacks. I love snacks.
What do you say, team? Shall we visit the mark side for some high stakes Monopoly?
Sure. Or even just regular Monopoly would be fun.
But wait, you're not named Mark. How will you ever infiltrate the Mark side?
That's why God invented a fake name tag, baby.
Curses! Once again, promising recruits are stolen from my very grass by the temptations of the Mark side.
See, I like the way his hand was up and everything. Really going for that.
Dimitri vanishes to...
You're doing it.
He's copying you, not the other way around.
You're copying me, copying you.
Dimitri vanishes to a bunch of negative reviews on the Mark side of Yelp. It doesn't matter though, the Mark side rules, and Scott whoops everyone's ass at Monopoly. You gain +2 funny and +1 money.
Funny money! You've got 8 money. Pando! The shop is available. It's in the gym if you want. You too, Tim.
Let's boost my fun.
Your fun? Out by the trees.
That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. Everything is fine until Juan, the small magical Latino cat, asks you what you think you're doing.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop you typing on my phone.
Damn, you didn't remember you suck at dancing.
Sorry.
But you decide to go all in and pretend it's a new dance move, apparently called the Groovy Musaka. I didn't finish that.
How was each of
Go on.
He asks you to teach him the Groovy Musaka. In no time, half the party is following your steps, enjoying the Groovy Musaka all together. It's a party to remember. You gain +2 fun and a cool story to tell your grandkids someday.
I can't get rid of this Miranda.
Emma's
sorry.
hurt.
Sorry. I mean Miranda.
You catch Miranda monologuing about her problems to no one. But the reason you can't get rid of her is because your answers picked her at the start.
Calculator guy.
She often does this. It's like she's accustomed to having a royal stride following her everywhere she goes.
Oh, whatever shall I do in my army? We haven't had a proper war in months, and the soldiers are becoming ever so anxious. I've tried sending the servants to give them tummy rubs, and even putting extra leaves and sticks in their cages, but they just kill the servants with the sticks. I never thought managing an entire branch of the military would be so challenging. How could I possibly keep my soldiers entertained?
Hey, Husker.
Hey, Oscar.
Hey, Oscar.
Divide them in half and make them fight a practice war of 1,000 pinatas!
Yes! Do that.
Yeah, 2 pinatas.
It's all up to you, Ito. You have to supply them.
It's because I'm here, miss.
Well, that's so fun.
You know what? You know of my kingdom's living pinatas then? No? Then divine providence must have guided your suggestion. Each year, hundreds of peasants are required by law to volunteer to be stuffed with candy and suspended from ropes throughout the palace.
Which end is stuffed with the candy?
You
Both
don't
of
want to
them.
know.
Visiting dignitaries are invited to take a few ceremonial whacks, but always have more pinatas that we can use. I'm sure Daddy would be happy to lend me 1,000 pinatas to keep my army happy. Splendid idea indeed.
There's no reason why you should feel guilty about this at all. You gain +2 boldness and +1 smarts.
Ugh. You're up.
I'm gonna go for smarts.
Here's going to class.
That day, the teacher is just tired of teaching, so she recurs to the classic. Recurs?
I don't know.
Recurs to the classic technique of not giving a shit and putting on some kind of historical TV show for you to watch. What you don't expect is that it's super effective. God bless the golden era of television. The TV show is compelling thanks to the ridiculous amount of nudity and bloodshed, but at the same time you actually learn a lot about history.
That's right, you're all getting stuffed with candy in both ends and then whacked off.
You gain +2 smarts and a lot of whacking off. Woo. Now you've got a problem though. You've got to do a group math presentation with Calculuster, Scott, Miranda, and Dahlia. We're gonna need Emma back.
Who's Dahlia?
And none of you are at least bit prepared.
Do we wait for Emma or does Meeks take over again?
Oh,
Say
go on,
so.
try doing Emma's thing.
I am incensed. Nope.
No.
That was like solid.
Come on, Meeks.
I am incensed. It's not math, a subject. And yet we behave as we are, its subjects, bending to its will.
He's trying to do it.
Oh, keep
I
going.
beg your pardon?
No.
He's trying his best.
Keep going.
Calculuster, as you are a computer, can you not pay you some paltry sum to merely calculate us a presentation?
First of all, That's racist.
Racist.
That's not racist. I know
If
racist.
you will know.
That's not just racist. That's Adam level racist.
Oh.
Adam level. Second of all, I too anticipated that this group project would pose me no difficulty. That is until I learned of our topic.
You mean why there is the coolest number in the alphabet? 3.
Threes. In hindsight, it was probably an error to allow you to select our topic. Three is not a number.
Sure it is. It's the number between 3 and 5.
You're thinking of the number 4.
Oh. Yeah, my bad.
But it is far too late now to change the topic of our presentation. What shall we do?
Echo?
Who is this?
I have no idea.
Never surrender, Scotty boy. We'll make 3 into a real number. With our fists and my changing accent.
That is not how numbers function.
Oh yeah? Who says who?
Yeah,
Says who?
Get this numbers!
Get this man out of with
It
me.
was definitely seen double then, wasn't it?
I think so.
I just love the fact I can't keep an accent. Just saying throughout.
Just morphed into something else at a time.
Maths.
Well, then.
Hooray!
Well, then, it looks like we'll just have to conquer math with our fists. And erase constantly changing accents.
Conquest! Yes, that's where I like it!
I want to help. I love helping.
I too will support this doomed crusade, as it is what I have deduced a true friend would do.
Okay, great, everybody's on board, but it just leaves one little nagging question. Are we actually supposed to conquer math?
With our fists or with biological warfare?
With our fists.
Let's go with our fist.
Fisting! So bold! There is a brilliant simplicity to your suggestion, friend. Ugh. Organic,
Still doing an American accent there.
organic beings first learn to count using their fingers. By hiding our fingers within clenched fists, we remove the basis for numeracy.
Yeah, and we can use those fists to punch anybody who even thinks about saying a number. His accent is still fluctuating.
That's a
Yes.
she, by the way.
Oh,
Father always said that the best way to defeat an idea is to brutally suppress anyone who has it. Marvelous.
I never think about numbers except when they're sport scores. Oops, now I have to punch myself.
Scott throws an inaugural punch at his own head, and you're off to the races. You punch the teacher, you punch other students, you punch pocket calculators and math textbooks. Pretty soon you're punching with such ferocity that you punch a hole in space-time itself, and an extra dimensional being spills into the classroom.
This one's getting really convoluted.
This extra dimensional being looks like the number 2, but with a beard and sunglasses.
Also, it's an evil too. So the legends are true. This is the prime number, the final boss of maths.
Let's see how it likes getting punched. It doesn't like getting punched at all. It shatters into a number of pieces that are uncountable because math is now dead. Luckily, we still got some emergency numbers in storage in case we have to call 911, so you can still gain 2 + 2 creativity and +1 fun.
Woo! But we've killed maths. Breen, you're up.
What left?
You have boldness, which... Oh no, isn't the shop. The gym is the shop. So you have boldness or creativity or the shop.
Let's go to the gym again.
The gym is the shop.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Ching. Let's face it, you're probably going to end up losing your money in some stupid way anyway. Why not spend it here first? It's called just being smart. Oh, jeez.
Always change the stuff.
A penguin mask that you can't afford because it's $10. You have 5. A bag of regular cocaine, good old cocaine. In these times of weird experimental substances with horrible side effects, cocaine has become the new vanilla of drugs. A used tampon, because of course there is, and all the items that were there beforehand.
The cocaine
Yeah,
is too
what's the
expensive,
one
isn't it?
above?
Yeah.
What's the one above? The tampon.
That's the Russian novel with an insightful approach.
To
to
the Russian
universal-
novel.
Sure. You've become smarter. Bye, stranger. I don't know if it does anything else other than just making you smarter, but everybody choose a video game.
Super Mario World.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
There you go.
Dead Space.
Reversions.
Oh,
What?
Player orders decided based on how educative it would be to make the video game mandatory in all sex ed classes.
Oh, that's that couldn't be Adams.
Well, to be fair, yours had a dildo in it, which is where the
Yes,
thorn
it
have a dildo
Yeah,
came
have a
from.
dildo.
So that's quite high up the list.
There's a lot of anatomy on Dead Space, so I
Are
don't
there,
know.
are there sexual anatomy? No?
Anatomy?
What did you pick? Nick?
There's more than Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic versus Super Mario.
So,
Mine just got cute
That
down.
just
When
sounds
you
like a
mean
bad
Sonic
one,
versus
Three.
Super Mario, I will claim that in Dead Space you would learn more than in Sonic the Hedgehog.
So what?
You would learn more from sex ed in Dead Space than Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yes, but I was talking about third and fourth. It's quite clear that Erg has to be second.
so where do we go?
You can go
Well,
first.
Mario.
I think
gets
Mario
think
has
Mario-
mushrooms. I don't remember any mushrooms in some, but Sonic does have the rings.
But Sonic is a hedgehog and Mario is actually human.
So what you're saying is Mario has a
I
penis, so
I
he should
think-
Yes.
I
You don't
think
know
we
Sonic
have to put
doesn't?
Sonic
Yes.
third because
But-
Trump's penis was compared to characters from Mario. And that just
This took a
was
weird
too
turn.
disgusting.
What? Okay.
Eh?
See?
Stormy, you know the prostitute?
It's
Porn star he slept
lunchtime,
with?
folks. Breen, you get first choice of where
Described
to
his
see.
penis was like
The bottom corner one.
Which one?
Oh, yeah. The one with the werewolf and the blue thing.
Wait, hang on, you're going for the werewolf now?
No, that blue thing.
Eldritch,
It's got tentacles.
the one with
so-
both Meeks' voice characters on it.
Yeah.
Looks like Scott and Zoe are hanging
Are hanging marshmallows. You fuckers, you will die!
Hanging marshmallows.
hanging marshmallows for lunch. You say that because their cafeteria table is covered in a literal mountain of marshmallows and small gallows. Zoe slams a marshmallow into her mouth. It's mildly impressive.
And arousing?
That's 15 marshmallows.
Scott stuffs 6 marshmallows into his mouth at once. It's slightly more impressive.
Oh yeah? Well, I'm at a chew twin, chew tie, chew three, chew king of the Marlow.
Yes.
Ugh.
I didn't want to have to do this, but you leave me no choice, rival.
Zoe begins to glow purple and convulse. Her tentacles swell, and Adam gets
Yes, he
aroused.
does.
You smell death itself.
Ancient chaos, doomed to the world. Sacrifice, sacrifice, sacrifice.
A cloud of marshmallows rises into the air, and Zoe's countless mouths, all open with infinite hunger. All of the mallows fly into Zoe's gaping maws. The cafeteria's windows open as all mallows in a 50-mile radius are summoned to their doom. It's unspeakably impressive.
Murder. Oh no, murder. Hey, no fair. If I counted correctly, I've now eaten 13,666 marshmallows exactly, which means I'm in. Wait, that is like very not cool. You can't use more than one mouth during an eating contest. It's cheating, and I would know because I used my hands at soccer one time and I still feel bad about it. No way, I didn't cheat. fidelity of listen. From 2, Marshmallow Batch is my whole reason to live. My whole reason not to destroy this amazing marshmallow-filled planet. Let's go.
Quick! Referee this athletic dispute before the whole planet is destroyed.
Breen, or Adam, we can't control how many mouths we have. That's not nice, Scott. Are you a good boy or not? Scott, playing smart and be creative. Don't you have many other holes you could use to win, oh God?
I'll go for the top one.
You're staying away from Adam's law, huh?
Scott's eyes widen in primal fear.
Wait, I'm sorry, so I want to be a good boy. I don't want to be not a good boy. Wait, Scott, who's a good boy again? It's me, Scott. Who's a good boy? Me.
This sounds like Meeks has just gone mental on a park bench somewhere.
Then I guess I'm the winner. Mouse and all.
Zoe may have won the marshmallow battle, but you'll win the marshmallow prom day demon friendship war.
Ugh, you're up.
Let's go with calculator in the middle.
Ding.
You like sitting with Calculaster and Polly at lunch? Because neither of them eat, so you've got plenty of space at the table for all your minifigs.
Minifig?
Suddenly Polly grabs Calculator's arm and points excitedly at the vending machine in the corner.
Calculator, dude. Don't look now, but that vending machine is totally checking you out.
Impossible. Vendronica and I have a purely platonic relationship.
No way, dude. Take a look at her insides. No drinks. Dude, she's thirsty.
For drinks?
For your shiny metal ass.
Current status. Highly uncomfortable with this type of conversation.
This sounds just like the kind of things that's none of your business. Time to interfere.
Wow, Polly. So just because the vending machine is a machine, you assume she has feelings for another machine? That's pretty racist.
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 Look, Calculator, have you the ability actually told Vend Veronica that you only want to be friends, or is it time for a DTL?
Let's go with the racist one.
You mean Adam?
Yes.
Oh, I did not know that you were a mechanist, friend Polly. This is disappointing. Did you know that Ven Veronica's last partner was a slippery elm tree? Before that, she dated a bottle of cream soda. This is fucking weird. These stereotypes are harmful to all robo-kind, Polly. And you are not being very robo-kind.
What? No, but some of my best friends are robots. One of my best friends is a robot. One of my friends is a robot. Please?
Calculator allows Polly to remain friends with him. For now. But only because he likes friendship. On the condition that she checks her world views of it. He seems to like you more based on your robo-sensibility.
Ooh, Pando, you're up. You have
Let's go
7 money?
to the shops.
Ching. Hey, why would you study and prepare for your future when you can come here and buy some weird shit instead, right?
What can I get?
You can get a
Secret
sexy...
present.
Oh yeah, you could also get your present.
What's that hype station?
High school social life is so hard nowadays that hiring a PR agent is totally a thing.
Go on, let's go for that.
Can't tell you what it does, but you've got it.
Okay.
Emma, you are up.
I'll go and sit with Dimitri. See what's going
Are
on
you
there.
ready?
Wait, Dimitri's here? Doesn't he have somewhere better to eat lunch? Like an evil banquet? Or a Tim Hortons or something? He's preparing.
I can see the confusion, right?
right?
Ripped.
Right upon your face, and I can assure you, I'm not here to indulge my palate in the delicacy that is sloppy monster fries.
Dimitri pulls out a clipboard and a stack of pamphlets.
I'm here on recruiting mission. Tell me, have you ever considered the benefits of joining the dark side? The pay is great, whatever you can steal. We have a killer dental plan, fangs included. And the upward mobility is unbelievable, because your superior will constantly be killing each other. Plus, you get to go to bed each night knowing you helped to make the world a little less safe.
You give Dimitri a disappointing look and point at your dad t-shirt.
Oh, you've got through dark arts resistant education, have you? Well, let me sweeten the deal then. How about a free trial of one dark side perk?
Sure, what's the worst that could happen? What's the worst that could happen? You ask him to explain.
The art of monologuing about your evil plans is a great detail when you have your enemies trapped in a compromising position, or how to rock a cape.
Yes. Very good.
Okay, I'm only going to explain this why, so pay close attention. The correct way to rock a cape is... And this is very technical, so please focus. The only correct way to rock a cape is... like this.
Dimitri stands there shirtlessly, his cape flapping in a breeze that no one else can feel.
Are you taking notes? This has taken me literally centuries to master.
Oh, you're taking notes alright. If by notes you mean pictures of sexy shirtless Dimitri overlaid with various compromising Snapchat filters.
I'm afraid I must conclude today's lessons. I have learned from local experience that rocking a cape for an extended period can cause onlookers' genitals to explode.
What?
Until we meet again, my willing acolyte. Oh, and never put your cape in the washing machine, air dry only. Otherwise, it bunches up and looks like an enormous diaper. And now, my dramatic exit.
Dimitri vanishes in a cloud of pebble smoke like always. You sell the shirtless pic of him to Zoe in exchange for +4 charm.
Fuck is it with this game?
Trading places, everybody choose something cool.
Ice pops.
You're looking at me, but I'm not playing, so.
Nate, something cool.
Marvel Universe.
You go?
PolarisPort stream.
Ugh. I don't
10.
know. 10. Play order is decided based on how weird it would be to find the selected thing as a prize in a Happy Meal.
10 might be happy about it, but
I think 10 might be the hardest
The
thing to
weirdest
find
thing,
in a
yeah.
Happy Meal.
But we give our stream away in a Happy Meal. Oh,
No, but you can find like...
Unfortunately, I think Emma has to come last because hers is actually food.
yeah.
Mine wouldn't actually be too out of place, would it?
so who's first?
The Marvel universe can come like in a movie, in a toys, whatnot. So
Yeah,
they
you
can.
get
Variety.
well, yeah, toys.
Could there be 10 toys in Happy Meals?
No.
Well, but he said 10
Ah,
itself.
there we
so-
go.
Okay,
We're done now.
that'll
The
work too.
evening of week 2, you're nearly at prom, people. The last chance to get stuff done.
Alright, charm?
Charm.
Wait a minute.
That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. But the match isn't as important as the human interactions within it. You're at your peak when you decide to go for the overkill and wink at one of your teammates. He's totally mesmerized. It's the most epic wink ever. Damn, you know how to win over people's hearts and penises. You gain +2 charm. Later, you head by the local pizza parlor to help Vera collect her protection money. You notice Scott moping around outside.
Hey Scott, what are you doing outside the pizza parlour? Don't you normally prefer to be inside the pizza parlour?
Well, it all started when I did some research into wolf mommies and daddies.
Have you been at the porn again?
I don't even know where this game's going, to be honest. It turns out wolf parents are responsible for providing food for their children. Then it hit me. The pizza delivery guy provides almost all of my meals, and you know what that means?
I know what you think it means.
It means the pizza delivery guy is my mother. Or maybe the pizza parlour itself is my mother. It's hard to be sure. Either way, I came here to reunite with my long lost parents and also get some free pizza, hopefully. But they threw me out. Apparently I'm not the first person to claim to be related to one of their employees and wants to get free pizza. No shit. I don't want to be separated from my mama, though. Please help me.
Keeping Scott's misguided hopes alive may be trickier than I expected. But I just don't think he's ready for the truth. Do you think you could get the restaurant to give him free pizza and say it's from his mother?
Fuck it. You've got a flexible relationship with the truth anyway, and Scott seems so sincerely invested in this. So you do the only reasonable thing.
You either convince the proprietors that you're a time traveller from the future and giving free pizza to Scott is the only way to stop the pizza uprising, or act like an entitled piece of shit until they give you a free pizza.
I'll go with that one.
Not so
Not
bold.
so bold. Oh, jeez, you've got quite a lot of boldness. That must have been a high check.
Ah.
Oh, hell yeah, you love making a scene. You kick the doors of the pizza place and start flipping tables. I don't have any legitimate complaints, you scream, but I'm a total social media influencer, and I deserve pizza. You don't just give free pizza to every influencer who comes in here and starts flipping tables, says the manager. If we did, we'd be broke. Eat crust, tiny dick, and eat well. Give me a pizza or I'll burn this place to the fucking ground.
Don't you dare threaten my mom.
Scott punches you so hard your skeleton comes out. You weren't sure you had a skeleton. Fuck.
You appear to have lost your skeleton. I can put it back for you, but it's going to cost you.
Damn.
Goddamn Vera and her for-profit surgical schemes. You get your bones back, but you lose -2 fun and -1 money.
You're on
You're on -1 money.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Let's go for smarts.
That day, your teacher delivers an amazing and creative performance that blows all your minds. It ends up being a sensation on YouTube. Your teacher gains +10 coolness, but who cares? He's not trying to romance your classmates. Or is he? We hope not. You also gain +2 smarts. Hooray! Calculus finds you afterwards. He's clearly flustered. In fact, he's hot to the touch. Stop touching him and ask him what's wrong.
Stop touching.
Sorry.
I will tell you what is wrong, friend. Ugh. My virtual society has become too intellectually advanced. No, they have not solved war, or world hunger, or Mondays, but they have begun to theorize about the nature of reality itself. Some believe that the entire world exists on the back of an enormous turtle, and I'm not worried about those people. No, I'm not worried about those who believe that life is but a dream. Those who believe it is a hallucination created by an evil demon offended me slightly, but the most worrisome by far is those that theorize that their entire world is merely a virtual construct. Surely, friend, you can understand the inherent danger here. If my citizens discover that their reality is not real, they may rebel, destroying reality itself. Even worse, they will be sad, which I do not think I would be able to bear. Please use your organic deviousness to help me lie to them more efficiently, or effectively.
Organic deviousness is your middle name. You had it changed from regular deviousness because you care about the environment. You suggest
Send all your most suspicious citizens to an even more virtual reality so they believe that they've woken up into the real world. All your people are only asking so many questions because they have no mindless diversions to distract them. That said, have I told you about the Kardashians?
Let's go with the first one.
Okay. So smart. Of course, my citizens have become suspicious because the reality is not a gritty or unpleasant enough. Constructing alternate reality now. Initiating grimy alternative reality EXE. Downgrading food quality, upgrading enemy AI, installing sweaty 90s style raves. Patch complete. Malcontents transformed. They will be much happier in a place without adequate nourishment or universal healthcare.
Happy is maybe not quite the right word. The disgruntled denizens of Calcuworld 2.0 stage an uprising, forcing him to create yet another, even grittier reality. From there, it devolves into a series hackneyed action movie tropes, which end up totally undermining the integrity of the characters. The special effects are sweet though. Eventually everybody's so distracted trying to follow the plot that they forget they're in a virtual reality altogether.
Excellent. This is exactly as I expected. Thank you for your wise suggestions, Rangers.
He planned for this? Well, the important thing is that he thinks you planned for this. And you know what they say, always build your relationships on the foundation of misinformation. You gain +2 fun and +1 boldness. Oh. Pando.
Let's add some money.
Did I get some more? No,
You want some money?
I came from just before prom.
Oh, no, what's in for... let's go for fun.
That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy for about the 5th time this game. You're casually chatting with Juan, the small magical Latino cat. You start telling him that hilarious story of what happened last summer at Monster Camp. You know which one, the one involving the beehive, the blow-up doll of the president, the penguin mask, and the mystery of the Goblin King. Slowly, lots of people start joining you to hear the story. By the time you say where the Goblin King was, 100 people or so burst into hysterical laughter. You turn on the mobile app that captures all laughter and turns it into +2 fun. You're minding your own business when Miranda comes rushing up to you, clearly distraught.
Well, Emma's left the room. So,
Most terrible news, friends.
you seem to have lost it, Mason.
I've just watched the documentary Game of Thrones, and I feared for my own royal family. I did not realize how susceptible my might be to random acts of treachery, or how often we romance our siblings. I don't want to be shot in the chest by a crossbow while sitting on the toilet. That doesn't sound proper at all. Please, help me put my poor mind at ease. How can I possibly identify potential traitors in my court?
Just keep an eye out for the classic sign, shifty eyes, hooded black cloaks, ordering knives in bulk, or pretty much everybody's a traitor, just spin a bottle and whoever it points at, kill them.
Top one.
So smart.
That would be mean. Can Lord Dargon Stebbington be a traitor? I was one father at once. We have to find a new royal babysitter.
A rose by a name would smell as sweet, unless that name is Darkheart Stabbington. You gain +2 smarts and +1 money as a reward.
Hell yeah.
M0.
With no time to spend the money.
Where can I go?
Creativity, boldness, well technically money, but it's not going to do you much good.
No, I'll go for boldness.
Bonus in the toilet.
That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority.
Looks like it. Looks like we're
I
doing it too.
guess some people just want to watch the world burn by skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. You give 0 shits, but you gain +2 boldness. After that, it's time for the most important part of school, visiting Scott's kingdom of furry animals, as promised.
Oh no.
When you get to the forest, you find the most of the trees have been decorated with beautiful, intricately drawn pictures of an even more muscular than life Scott, having various kinds of sex with various different giant furry animals.
My royal advisor, here to royally advise me while I sit on my Scoff throne and rule over my Scoff friends. Aren't these sweet little furry forest creatures devoted to me? It makes my tail wag with joy.
It is at that point that one of the sweet little furry forest creatures' giant head falls off, revealing a very startled looking mummy. Yup, Vera called it. A bunch of kinky furry people doing furry stuff in the woods.
Oh no. What just happened? Is he hurt? Is my little panda friend hurt? Or what the fuck's sake. Was my panda friend never a panda friend at all? What the fuck's up with the story, lad?
He was
Oh,
a panda.
no. Scott will be losing his pure joy in enlisting some furry's shitty costuming skills. Not on your watch. Not today. You think quickly.
You know how deer shed their antlers when they, and then they grow back? Talking furry creatures shed their heads. Scott, that panda must have been cursed. That must have been a cursed prince, and now you've turned him back into a person.
Yeah.
So charming.
I've heard about those kind of cases before, and I broke the spell with my love for my furry friends. As their king, of course, I don't love them in the way. They draw me loving them. They are very interesting pictures, though. Thanks for helping me out, Em. I guess I love you too, in a way. Wink.
And you guess you love him too. And you love gaining +2 fun and +1 smarts. The Monster Prom.
Breen, who will you ask to prom?
Tentacle girl.
We need a serious conversation on this.
Yeah? Ugh.
Calculus, sir.
Pando.
Oh, myself?
Okay. Hi, me. Will you go to prom with me?
Scott.
If she gets Scott, Danny's gonna scream. Okay, Breen.
You finally pluck up the courage and ask your beloved to go to the Monster Prom with you.
Oh no. No, hang on. Yeah. Oh no, it's not possible for us to go together in this timeline. You see, this is the alternate universe where I get to have fun at prom, which I highly suspect won't be possible if going with you. It's nothing personal. Just that you are very boring and unpleasant. But hey, you should totally call me if you happen to be in the horrible, forgettable prom AU sometime.
This.
Zoe, out.
Damn, you're bad at interacting with people.
You're the best at failing according to the achievement, but okay. Does that mean he, like, the least of everything?
I think she really wanted him to be fun, and he's got like
Yeah,
One fun and two playing for money.
Nah.
To repent for the sin of making such bad choices, you were forced to walk around the school in the nude, accompanied by a nun who chanted shame over and over while ringing a big bell.
This is why I didn't go to my
Classic.
prom.
Pando!
You asked no one to the prom. You told yourself you didn't need anyone. And you know, on a theoretical level, that's completely true. But this just seems like a way of avoiding potential rejection. We all fear rejection, sweetheart, but as a part of the life, victory is for those who try. And you haven't.
Ouch.
Prom night is here, and you can't help but wonder if you had a chance with any of your classmates. Those who fail have at least tried, and you tonight, you failed in your own way, without even trying, which is some kind of twisted merit in its own right. Doubts will haunt you to the end, to the day you die. Prom was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and now it's gone.
Wait, but when you try it, Brass, for you it
Yeah,
was
but I'm awesome.
okay.
Oh no! Wait, this is a video game. You can try and play a game. Lucky bastard.
Well, man,
Ugh.
really device, really.
Hello, friend. Ugh, you want to go to prom together? That sounds like a fine plan, but I have another proposition. I've wanted to work more industriously on my virtual reality, but even if I'm omnipotent, I could only do so much with my two hands, and then I remembered that the body is a construct and I could have countless avatars operated by my system, so I created dozens of calcubuddies. They're all me. But it's the first time I've done this, and I thought you could help me again, this time to see if my avatars are fully operational. We could check if their motor skills are working properly. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
If their sensory receptors are sensitive enough, and if I use the right proportions when designing their genitalia.
Oh. Is Calculuster suggesting you engage in a virtual orgy together? You don't go to prom because in Calculuster's virtual reality, you can make every night a prom night. You can even be a prom night where you're not all brutally rejected by your classmates for change. But who cares about prom night or any of your classmates? Your night is bound to be way more interesting.
Woo.
You meet Cal, log into virtuality, and get ready for some calculust. Who cares about reality anymore?
You're getting gangbanged, Edith.
You are getting gangbanged. It's not only that you have filthy sex with dozens of calcubuddies of all colours and shapes. The weirdest yet coolest thing is that Calculuster, being the supreme god of this reality, can bend the laws of physics to his will and pleasure. And that's not the only thing he bends. You spend a couple of hours in there, but Calculuster makes it feel like 5 entire years. It's wild. For such a pure boy, Cal sure is kinky. I think you just won, Nita.
I think.
Prom? I'm not sure. Be right back. Oh, bro.
Be right back.
Yeah.
I thought it said be right back. I have a kingdom to rule, and attending prom doesn't seem very responsible as a ruler. I don't know about history. Maybe some other king or queen had stopped ruling their kingdom to attend prom. I should check. I mean, I think you are the person I trust the most, and I love going to prom with you, but my kingdom. Sometimes a good teammate has to make sacrifices for the team. You know, the teammate is me, and the team is my kingdom. Oh, and the sacrifice is not going with you to prom. I truly am sorry. Sometimes there's not enough space in one Scott and both ruling a kingdom and love. Bye.
No.
Pussy.
But she had enough charm, and she had plenty of charm.
Scott leaves you and you swear you saw a manly tear running down his cheek. It's okay, you started all this to seduce Scott, but now you put more value on his happiness and on his pursuit of a career as king of the totally fake kingdom. You stay by his side as the best furry consigliere that has ever existed. Your relationship with Scott strengthens, and in the end, his kingdom sees that. Scott thought his kingdom and love were compatible, yet it seems to be quite the opposite. Scott's subjects start drawing lots of suggested art pictures depicting the two of you. Facing that explicit art made you rethink the nature of your relationship, as it ended up being closer to all that not safe for work art.
See? Somebody got the broke achievement? So you didn't go to prom with them,
You
you
had
just
2
stayed
secret
with them.
endings.
Yeah. 2 secret endings, so I'm assuming that was the calculus there and possibly furries in the forest.
Yeah, I
Forever.
assume that.
Alright, well, we did the prom thing.
Kind of goes on for a while, doesn't it?
Yeah, I was
And
gonna
this was
say.
the short version.
Yeah, this was supposed to be 90 minutes and it's been 2 hours and 10. Possibly because we've all been doing the voices.
Well, we have a Mario to get on to.
Blah 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 blah.